What is going on, everybody? We are back, and we are about to be in Madden 24 season. I am very, very excited. I hope you guys are as well. I think I'm probably in like that early, like pre-release, like giddy state right now. We all know it's probably going to let us down at some point, but we can hope. We can hope for the best, and that's what I'm doing at this time. But we've had some leaks come out. We're going to talk a little bit about leaks. We're going to talk about rookie premieres, launch time, different things like that. Just a couple of things, before we're like two Mondays potentially away from Madden launch. So we're getting there. We're getting close, getting excited. Speaking of launch, we'll jump into that while Madden's loading here. But, one thing that's frustrating to an extent is that they can't come out and say this is a worldwide release or not. They don't have to mention anything about New Zealand. They don't. They know it's a thing, but they don't have to mention anything about it. They could just simply say, yeah, this is a worldwide, or no, it's not. And people are going to know what that means. They're going to take that information and do what they need to do at that point. Because if they say it's a worldwide release, it looks to me like on the store it's talking about 6 p.m. Mountain Time, so 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday night, which that's not terrible. It's earlier than, honestly, it's kind of a weird time because normally it's like midnight. So that's a little bit interesting, but I think this is that ability. This gives like 99. Oh, no, okay. Oh, that's interesting. All right. But I think you do get an ability. Somehow you get an ability that gives anybody 99 stats. And just keep in mind that if you did pre-order already, I know it's showing that Hall of Fame player. We'll talk about that a little bit as well. But that you get it now. It didn't show that previously when I pre-ordered at least. You will get that. That will be part of that bonus as well. Those cards look okay. Nothing amazing. I wish I kind of would have seen that before I did my rookie premieres because it might have changed my choices a little bit. But I pretty much went with linemen. I went right guard, right tackle, and left tackle, and then just Julius Brents, Colts fan. So I had to go at least with one Colts guy. And honestly, he looks like he could be glitchy. 6'4" corner. Depends on what kind of speed they give him. But based on those Hall of Fame cards, I'm not thinking it's going to be too much. But, one thing to keep in mind when you guys are doing these rookie premieres is think about, like, longevity. How long are they going to stay on your team, right? Linemen, you're probably not going to swap linemen in and out a ton. So they're not a bad choice. And early on, 84s for linemen. If you can, if you did all 5 linemen, that's pretty solid. And then you just don't have to worry about that. Now I'm sure there'll be some free ones that come out, or some from solos, or just some lower elites that'll be cheap. That'll do the trick as well. Because I always go back and forth on how important linemen are, anyways. At least offensive linemen. But then think about that, and then think about like depth in your lineup. So like cornerbacks and receivers, you can have 4 or 5 of each. Depth is okay, and even if he doesn't make it in a corner, he could be like a backup safety. And then there's different positions where those backup positions fill in. Kickoffs, kick blocks, different things like that where you want some speed. So it's not terrible to have some depth there, but like running backs, quarterbacks. Single position, like even safeties, even though cornerbacks could go up there, but, some of those positions that you're going to be swapping out, you're going to get big name players, unless it's somebody you really want, especially like running back and quarterback. I think those are 2 positions that you're probably not going to keep any of these rookie premieres there long. 84s, especially if you did the pre-order, you're getting Josh Allen. So he is going to be probably whatever the max overall is going to be this year, which we don't know if that will be 88. I think it might be lower just based off Aiden Hutchinson. So maybe 87, maybe 86, who knows. But if that is the case, and that means these 84s for rookie premieres is not terrible. But anyway, just keep in mind that with those rookie premieres, and keep in mind you only have until the 10th to get those done. So at the time I'm recording, which is August 4th, so you have 6 days to get those done. Don't want to miss out on that. If you do miss out on that, you'll just be kicking yourself, especially if you had the stuff to do it and you just didn't do it. you'll kick yourself. But anyways, we're gonna talk about a little bit of leaks, some stuff. So if you don't want to see it, now will be the time to cut. If you leave now, I appreciate you watching. But we're gonna go talk about some of the stuff that's been leaked. I'm sure most people have seen it. So we do have MUT leaks. You know, they are back, which is awesome. I mean, it just means that we're close, right? We are almost to Madden season. So there's some leaks from the Field Pass. You know, we got Reggie White, you got DeAndre Hopkins, you got Jalen Ramsey, and you got DeAndre Swift. So some cards that could be pretty decent, you know, especially early game. You don't know their overalls. You don't know who is going to be in what position. If it's similar to like this year where it's like, you know, low overall and increasing as it goes, you know, you never know. But so that's exciting. Actually, this one just from 4 hours ago. So looks like there will be a Bryce Young in the Field Pass as well, which that's very interesting that they give him. I guess that he doesn't have a rookie premiere, so that does make sense a little bit. Whoa. But then they also leaked George Pickens and AJ Terrell. So that is pretty exciting also. Some of those cards, at least for, you know, people who were Steelers fans or Falcons fans. Sorry, I got a little distracted there by that Joe Burrow down there. The other one I just noticed when I was looking at this, though, is they do talk about also team builders set to return for 24 launch. So you have to let me know who you think or who you want. Like, what's your team and who do you want? Personally, I would like maybe like except for it's going to be, I mean, the person I'm going to say is a little bit of a repeat, but, you know, like Michael Pittman or maybe a Michael Pierce. Or honestly, I mean, AJ Richardson obviously would be amazing too. I just thought about the fact that he doesn't have a rookie premiere. Potentially Richardson, but he would need to be a high enough overall to make it worth it because, again, I did do the pre-order. I'm relatively I'm a low budget, so I'm not going to be buying packs a ton. So that Josh Allen will probably stay on my team for a decent amount of time as long as he's halfway, as long as he's halfway decent. So just keep that in mind that will be there. So when you are ripping packs early on, it might be worth it to save some of those players until the universal launch. Because their prices could go up as more people start playing, and maybe one of those cards is more desired than others, and we don't know what the set is going to be at this time. I don't know if we will either. When they say launch, is that launch for the non-deluxe, or is that launch for the the pre-order people who get it early? Don't know. We'll see. But keep that in mind if it's not set. If it's not live. When the pre-order comes out, the deluxe edition, keep in mind that might be worth it to save everything. Golds, well, probably only like golds and up. Silvers obviously never really do much, but some of those higher golds, elites for sure, especially if it's kind of maybe more of a popular team for a theme team, Cowboys, Raiders, potentially Rams, some of those more popular teams might be worth holding on to those players. Another thing to keep in mind is the EA does like to do that 10-hour EA trial, and often they like to release that before the deluxe version is even available. So potentially that weekend, keep your eye on Twitter, keep your eye on whoever you follow to see if that EA trial is active, because often it is before the deluxe, and you see people running out of 10 hours, different things like that. So keep that in mind. Usually, though, with that trial, you don't get like your packs or anything like that. Usually it's not until the actual release, even if it's the deluxe edition. So don't be too worried if you don't get the stuff that you pre-order, should have got with pre-order with that EA trial. Usually it will come at least with the deluxe edition, or for sure when it's the universal launch. But anyways, hope you guys are excited. Again, comment down below, let me know what's your team, who do you want for your team builder, and we'll catch you next video. Peace.